Haste.
Risk of Rain 2, since its inception, has had a good amount of maps in its play pool, and with expansions and updates, many more maps have been added to its core. To further increase the amount of maps to play, some of them have alternate versions which have different layouts to diversify your playthroughs, or basically make it so that you don't get sick of seeing stage 1 maps over and over again. Having many different levels and stages is what makes playing this game fun, because repetition usually makes for bad replayability. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing games like Mario, which uses the set stages that never change, but you won't see me playing World 1-1 over and over and over again. It would get a little bit boring. With all that being said, having a diverse amount of maps to play makes Risk of Rain 2 enjoyable to a point that I don't mind playing all of them, except for one. To preface this, all of this is in my opinion, so please don't think that I am ranking the maps through a tier list or anything, but there's just some things that make this map unenjoyable to play. Alright, so many of you already have a map in mind that you think I'm talking about, and you may be right, but I think that the Abyssal Depths is my least favorite map to play on. That's right, many of you have thought that Sunder Grove may have been the main culprit due to its vertically heavy map layout, but let me tell you why I don't enjoy Abyssal Depths. Abyssal Depths is one of the 3 maps that you can get on stage 4. It is the map that you need to unlock Rex, and what makes it the worst map has to be its color scheme. Okay, let me explain. I understand that Abyssal Depths is what its name implies, and we're the pits of disparity. But my god, if you have any vibrance turned up on your monitor, the game just makes my eyes bleed. Every other map has a softer tone of color which I enjoy way more than the scorching fire that is ensued upon me whenever this map is chosen. I'm not sure if it's because I'm older now and my eyeballs have seen things that maybe it should not have, but the reds on this map just reach peak levels that give me headaches from the eye strain. But personally, that's just the visual aesthetics and it doesn't make the gameplay bad. Unless you are unfortunate enough to have the teleporter spawn in this portion of the map. The cave. When you get to Abyssal Depths, the cave doors have a chance of being opened, and that means that the teleporter can spawn inside of it. If it does, well, let's just say you may not have the best of times. Typically, you're going to want to fight bosses in open areas where it's easier to dodge and it gives you more room in general to see what's going on. Instead, if you spawn the boss inside of this dungeon of a room, you'll not only be trapped with little to no space to run, but if they have any AoE attacks, you'll basically be toasted. And don't get me started if they spawn in packs. The only reason why I give this map such a hard time is because all other maps seem to have their own shtick with the layout, but none of them seem to run into the same problems that I have with Abyssal Depths. Well, that's the bad, but let me spend a little time talking about the good of this map. You get past the burning red optics, the design itself is actually quite nice. You still get the feeling of being in the Abyssal Depths, where you're 10,000 below sea level and there's just no escaping. When you're not fighting in the cave, the map itself is actually wide open and lets you move around quite easily with the use of geysers and whatnot. This map was the first to introduce the guaranteed legendary chests, which meant that when you got this map, you could decide whether or not you wanted to farm just a little bit longer to buy it, or maybe you wanted to get out early and just collect the earlier chests. This made getting this map much more tempting rather than having to fight the allied warship in earlier runs. All in all, this map isn't a bad layout or design by any means, but there are just small things that I wish were changed to make my gameplay a bit easier. Do I cry when I get this map? Yes. Did I cry when I didn't get this map? Yes, because unlocking Rex can be so hard sometimes. Hate it or love it, Abyssal Depths will forever be the map that makes me cry. Alright, if you guys made it this far, thank you very much for watching it all the way through. This type of rant video is sort of a haste makes waste type of thing where I like to just share my opinion on random things in this game. So if you guys like this type of stuff, let me know in the comments down below. Remember to subscribe and hit that like button if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.